Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode of Jafo Plays. We are still struggling. I don't know if we're struggling. We're still working our way through the Trial of Ghyran, the Trial of Life. Previously, on last episode, we got ambushed by a Skaven Death Runner. So the jerk-ass came over here and gave us a Warpstone Bomb. And then as we walked our way back here, he said, nah, never mind, I'm good, I want that back.
Too bad. It's mine.
What a dick. I have leveled up. I've gotten a new ability, Living Fortress, so I can start, hopefully not dying as quickly. I believe it's yours, which means we roll Destiny.
No, I'm not trying to cheat.
That's whatever.
Dub ones.
That's an unexpected event. 3, 4, 5.
Purple is 10s. 42.
42, she says.
4.
Unbeknownst to the champions, not all the treasures they had gathered within the twisting paths of the Silver Tower were what they seemed. Great was their consternation as they reached for enchanted blades or magical potions, only to find them gone in puffs of sulphurous smoke. Each player rolls a die for each of their treasure cards. On a 1 or 2, the treasure was an illusion and is discarded. Isn't that how you lost your bomb last time? Death Ruin is imaginary ruin.
Bomb.
Aha! See, it was real. That's why he wanted it back. So there we go. Then we roll our action dice. Action.
1, 2, 3, 5.
2, 3, 6. Well, let's do this, partner. Kick open that door. Spend that 1. There it is. The Spore Cave. So, read passage 27, it says. Time for story time with Jafo. At that time, the champions came upon a strange cave, lit from within by grotesque fungi that threw out flickering emerald glare. Bestial shadows twisted and capered around the grotto's walls, dark silhouettes of the vile monsters that stamped and chanted at the cavern's heart. As the champions entered the glowing cave, the toadstools gave a horrid shudder and began to utter muffled screams, spewing out a cloud of drifting spores that soon filled the air with foulness. So warned, the beast cult that shrieked and cavorted within the cavern took up their blades, while their towering leader clutched at an ensorcelled amulet fragment that hung around his neck. The beast's screeches of devotion became sounds of anger as they prepared to strike these interlopers down and feast upon their flesh. Put the fragment of Ghyran marked with the symbol above next to the board and set up the 2 fungus markers as shown on exploration card. Hey, here's what happens when you don't go and investigate the entire dungeon. If one of the heroes has the exploration card titled The Shadow Garden, the strange toadstools are already shriveling. Roll a d3 for each fungus mark and put that many wound counters on it. Set up the Ogroid Thaumaturge. That would be this big beastly guy.
Take a guess. Oh. Let me take a guess. It's one of these. Yeah. It was going to be the first one that went there.
It is unfortunate for us. Okay.
Well, I didn't know this.
Well, and that's kind of what it is supposed to be. You're not supposed to. But I bet you, if you look at the Shadow Garden, roll on there, whenever your adversary is slain, read passage 4. Haha, there's the passage. Okay, set up the Ogroid Thaumaturge in the center of the chamber. Boom. There he is. Then set up 2 Xanagors, plus 1 for each hero, as close to him as possible. Well, we get these 3. Hit harder or swing harder?
Hit, I guess.
So we'll put you and you. put that dick in the back. And this one in the front. A hero that slays the thaumaturge can take the fragment of Ghyran. When the last adversary in the chamber is slain, the trial is complete. So we have to clear the room, and whoever gets the killing blow on the thaumaturge wins.
It's like I have stuff for his.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's based off of each behavior table.
Okay.
Trait.
So he's got a whole new behavior chart. So those will come this way.
Well, one is change the first sentence. The other two are insert things into the first sentence.
Okay.
Insert before the first sentence.
So, with the Ogroid Thaumaturge, things we do need to note. At the start of the adversary phase, remove a wound marker and any stun markers from the Thaumaturge. When it is slain, whichever hero landed the killing blow gains D3 rather than 1, and all the rest gain 1. The Thaumaturge can move through spaces occupied by heroes. When it does so, that hero's player rolls a die. If the score is less than the hero's save, they suffer a wound and are stunned. Once he has suffered 9 wounds, and it is not slain but becomes enraged instead, remove all the wounds next to it. He is slain if he suffers another 9 wounds. Until then, roll 1 die instead of 2 on his behavior chart. Which means he goes more towards Bull Charge, Bestial Fury, and Arcane Assault, whereas, theoretically, 2 dice should get him in the 7+, which is Fire Blast and Healing Incantation. So, there we go. We have some of the nastier stuff out there this round. If any heroes are in this chamber at the start of the round, read passage 73. If an adversary in this chamber suffers a wound, roll a die for each fungus marker. If it scores either a 5 or 6, the wound is immediately healed by the enchanted spores. Miniatures can move through the fungus markers, and heroes in their space can attack them with combat weapons. If a marker suffers 6 damage, it is
Oh yeah, don't we
removed.
have to... aren't these wounded?
We do not have the Shadow Garden.
Oh, it's if we have that, they're wounded?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason I thought it was if we didn't. They were...
Well,
I don't have a 6.
you do not.
Wait, is he able to be stunned?
He is, except at the start of the round, remove a wound and any stun markers from him. So, yes, but no. So he would still get a turn.
That's stupid.
Yep.
Do I have to be in the same room for my missile things?
No.
No?
You could fire from there and just murder those things. These guys both have 5 health, so...
Am I able to split up my movement? Or no?
What do you mean?
Like, say, move in here and then throw the bomb and move back out? Or do I have to spend 2 dice for that?
You would have to spend 2 dice, I think.
Because I have this nice warpstone bomb with this nice cluster right here.
Mm-hmm. You can move up to as many places as they move on their bed. Each space they move into must be adjacent to the curry. Any spaces that touch, including diagonally, are considered to be adjacent. It doesn't say you can't. Weapon, Why you can only throw that in your zone or in your tile?
Pick a space in your hero's chamber.
I think you have to move, or you have to do all of one die's action. So I think... Actions let your hero move, fight, and explore. You make them by spending your hero die with your action roll. Each action has a score in its brackets, limiting the dice that you can spend to use it. For example, to make an action with a score of 3+, if you need to spend a die with a score of 3 or more. You can make the same action multiple times, but must end an action before starting a new one.
Okay.
So, yes, it would cost you 3 dice then probably to use that ability. 1 to move in, 1 to move in 1 to drop the bomb there, and 1 to move back out.
Yeah.
1 to move in,
Spend 2
use that.
to move in. Yeah.
You want to use that one, which locks that one.
So, bomb 3+. Pick space in your hero's chamber.
Well, but you have to. You're only going to be able to get 3 of them, not 4,
Oh.
or not 5. I know what you're thinking. You put it on him. He's not a space. He's 4 spaces because he's such a big guy. I mean, it's still not a bad idea if you put one here and hit these 2.
Yeah. I'm going to do that. On a 2 or more, they suffer 2 wounds. On a 6, they suffer 4.
At the start, if any heroes in this round, at the start of a round, so we're good.
Yeah, it's like I was. But yeah, it's like I'm pretty much just gonna pop in and out of the room.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, so I'm gonna put it on
73.
this one. Starting with.
Yay.
With that.
Yep. It's a 3.
Takes 2.
Takes 2 wounds. I can do 2 wounds. Hold on. Let me get 2 wounds for the thaumaturge.
Will this one next?
Yep.
Takes 2. And the other one takes 4.
Awesome. Always a good fun time.
And that one.
All right. Well worth it.
And then I'm going to use that.
To move away.
Back out. And then the 5 to illusory assault.
Sounds good.
Hit.
Who are you hitting?
Oh.
Probably got to hit one of the
that
front
one.
ones. If you hit that one, yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
that
wounded
one.
at least.
For 1.
For 1, that's enough to kill him.
Yay! I went up.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Okay. No, spend that. Throw another fireball at that guy.
Okay, I can do that.
Hits. For 3, dead.
Yay! I go up another one.
That way, yes, I can technically kill steel. No, I can't, because I can't do enough damage, but 1, 2, 3. Puts me there. And Thunder Charge Strike for 3 damage. Hits. For 3. So he's at 5. Regular Warblade for 2. Puts him at 7. Other Warblade. Come on, I need this to hit. Miss. Shit. Last Warblade. But that's enough to pre-kill him.
Kill him
and
once.
he is now
Enraged?
enraged. Yep, so he is at rage, which means now he rolls a d6 instead of 2d6. Of course, that also means he's now going to want to starting to punch me versus like trying to back up and throw fireballs and stuff. So essentially, I broke his wizard staff, and now he's just going to beat the shit out of me because he's an ogre. That is me. Oh, yeah, no, that is me because I did that. So who's got the rune mark? Yes. Who do you want to go for first? Do you want the Ogroid or the Xenagors? The good thing is the Xenagors are going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to go there. Oh, actually, no, they can go through their own people. So 1 can go there, and I guess 1 can go there. So, who do you want to go first?
I guess we'll do the Xenagors first.
Okay, roll a d6.
3.
A 3. Bestial Charge. Oh, that'll make sense. Each Xenagor moves towards the nearest hero, then each Xenagor attacks with its Savage Blade in range. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can choose one, Sword and Shield guy, or the Great Axe.
Well,
Either one rolls 2 dice.
start with that one.
Yep. Oh, that super sucks. Both of those hit, making sure they don't have any kind of weird critical hit things. Need 4 pluses. Saved 1. I take 1, which is 1 damage because it's the Savage Blade. Hold on.
And then their beak goes
Yep,
off.
hold on. Suffer a wound on a 6. I'm stunned. Nope, I take the full wound. Now their beak goes off, so one more die, needing a 4+. Could you stop hitting me, please?
Alright.
I save. Oh, I saved twice with 6s. One. If any of your save rolls score a 6. Or each, and I believe the effect is each time I roll a 6.
Yeah, and their beak thingy is if they inflict.
Each time inflicts a wound. Now it's if they inflict a wound.
If a Xanagor inflicts any wounds on the hero with its savage blade.
Because I bet you without that, people were playing, hey, I hit you twice with that guy. I inflicted 2 wounds. I get 2 beak attacks.
Yeah.
And, you know, this guy that swings 4 times, I hit you 4 times and wounded you 4 times. I get to beak you to death. Mm-hmm. The other dude rolls 2 dice. These are just much more painful. He needs 3s to hit me.
Oh, got 1 then.
I save.
Yay!
And finally, the biggin. He rolls a single d6. Oh, shit.
6. Which one?
Arcane Assault. If the thaumaturge is not adjacent, he attacks each one that he can see with cascading flames.
He can see heroes, so it doesn't matter.
Well, this is, if he's not adjacent to any hero, he attacks each one that he can see with coruscating flame.
Yeah, and it's like, insert the following before the first sentence. If you cannot see any heroes, treat this roll as a 1 to 2.
Okay. However, otherwise, he attacks each adjacent heroes with his cloven hooves. So he's going to kick me. 1 die, needs a 4+. Yes. That ends the round. We start the round. At the start of the round, read passage 73. A terrible thing then occurred. A great stirring and heaving rolled through the fungal growths, and with a sound like the sighing of the wind, they began to spew luminescent spores into the air. Those champions who inhaled the glowing motes began to choke and retch, while their enemies seemed empowered by each great breath of tainted air that they inhaled. Each player who is in the Grand Chamber must roll a die for each fungus marker on the board. On a 1, 2, or 3, their hero is stunned. I'm good. But I did just remember passage 27. Oh no, it's not in that. It's right here.
How do we kill those things?
You can just go up and use combat weapons. You actually it sounds like you actually have to stab them, not shoot them.
Then I can't have it there.
Yeah, we need to backtrack a little bit.
Why?
Because these things are healing these guys. So, if an adversary suffers a wound, roll a dice marker. So, we have, let's see, you were in play, you were in play, and, okay. So, you were the rune-marked player. So, for this guy, you need to roll 5 dice. Every 5 or 6 saves a wound. And, of course, you roll 2. So, he comes back. This guy. We'll just put them back. I'm not going to make them attack me because I don't know where they all were. 1. So he'd come back. 9 dice on him. There's 8, 9. 4 wounds, 5 wounds. So he only has 4 wounds on him instead of 5. And now he only has 3 wounds on him because he would heal 1. So
I understand why you guys lost this.
Yeah. I don't think we had the Shadow Garden either. The other thing is we had this guy show up as a random encounter. So double 3s go, which is not that book. So it's that book. Can't use skills. And 165 stays on the board. Alright, I get 3 dice, you get 4. So there, and there.
Thank goodness I got 2 6s.
Alright, I'm going to use this. Unless you need me to, unless you need to use it. I was going to use this to heal.
Go ahead, heal.
I have to do this at this point. I have to put the guarded stance up.
Yeah.
And we'll start with the wounded guys here. He's wounded. Because I don't remember how many. He has 2 wounds remaining on him. This is enough to kill him. No! I rolled double 6s. Okay, so this guy has 3 wounds on him. And this guy has 4 wounds on him. So.
Look, I'm never going to level up. I had to take those 2 away.
I know. And missed on that one. Your play.
You gotta move into the room.
Yep. Doing illusory assault.
I'm gonna bedazzle them.
That's what I mean. I keep thinking the assault would be the stunning one, but yeah, bedazzle. So here,
Yeah.
stunned. Here, stunned.
Yes.
Here, yes. And here, no. And here, no. Use one to move out and then just start fireballing and shit.
Yeah.
You have 3 shots. So.
I'm going to leap out.
Okay.
So I don't care.
He's stunned, so I don't think it would matter anyway. No, because the book guy is in there.
Oh, yeah.
But what you could have done, you could have gone 1, 2 and tried to catch him,
Yeah.
and then assaulted.
Yeah.
So let's try and catch him. 2 or better. You got him. He's yours. Then you can leap out. Well, and that's good because then I can use some of my abilities. Shush.
I'm not gonna get to use these.
Shush. You'll get to use them, maybe never.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna start here.
He's got 4,
Oh.
5, so let's kill him first. Hits for how much?
D3 for 3.
He does not save a single one of those, so he does die.
Got one back.
He'll get him back. Settle down. God, complain. He's got 3 wounds, so.
Nope.
All right, last dude.
Nope.
Did you miss one of these guys? No, you had all the Xanagors stunned.
No, I missed that one.
You missed one? Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I missed those 2.
Well, let's get this down to this. And I'll just have the big guy go. He's at 5. Arcane Assault. He's just going to kick me. So roll a d6. 4 plus. Nope. This guy. I roll a 1. Moves towards the most wounded hero it can reach. That would be me. Savage Blade, so 2 dice, needing 3s or better. Hit with 2. I save with both. So he does not wound me. He does not get his ability. They're stunned.
Oh, yeah.
They clear stun. They clear stun.
That's good.
Remember, when you do things that are good, hey look, I get to roll 2 dice at the start of the turn. And I believe it's on a 1, 2, or 3 I'm stunned. So I get a stun marker. So we're good there. Yeah, and well that's yours, not mine. You're the rune mark player, man. This is what happens when you try to go a little bit faster, guys. You forget things. Double 1s. But we do have a 2, 4, 5. So, not that 6 that I know you're looking for.
So double 1s.
Double 1s is an unexpected event.
Purple is the 10s. 56. 56.
56. I think that one's good. A figure the champions now saw stood huddled in their path. Its back was turned to them, and about its shoulders hung a heavy, tattered robe. Could this be another traveler, lost within the tower's labyrinth paths, or was it something altogether more sinister? Sinister. You must decide as a group whether you trust the figure. Will you alert them to your presence, hoping for a new ally, or will you suspect a trap and attack before they notice you? Once we've decided, the rune-marked player rolls. If it's odd, go to 2. If it's even, go to 72.
Well, 72, no, that's 27. Let's say...
I'm willing to trust it. We need as much help as we can get. If somebody's stupid enough to catch us, what the hell did I roll? 56. Roll a die. It is even. Go to 72. As the mysterious figure's tattered cloak slipped to the ground, the true nature was revealed. Here was not some nefarious foe, but another champion lost within the trackless wastes of the Silver Tower. Such was the nature of this terrible realm, where even friends could appear as foes, and those wary of trickery could be fooled by their own well-placed caution. If the heroes choose to attack the cloaked figure, roll a d6.
Nope. What friend do we get?
Well, I'll just continue reading then. If the score is a 1 or 2, the stranger is slain with a single blow, and each hero loses d3 renown as they realize their terrible mistake. On a 3, 4, 5, or 6, the potential ally is wounded. Despite the hero's protestations, there was a terrible mistake. The stranger refused to stand with such reckless individuals and stalks off into the shadows. If the heroes alerted the cloaked figure to their presence, pick a random unused hero card. That hero joins the party as a companion. Set up their miniature as close to the rune-marked player's hero as possible. So, it's a random hero card. I guess since we can see which ones are which, and these have pictures on the back.
How do we do this?
So, for you guys who have never actually looked at this, let me back this up a little bit. So, on each side has the character's stats, but on the back side has, well, a wonderful picture of what it should look like when it's painted. So we'll shuffle these all up real quick.
I'm going to D4.
We got a D4.
2.
And we'll go 1, 2. The Dark Oath Chieftain. So if you want to find wherever you're hiding the box, please bring out the Dark Oath Chieftain.
That's this dude?
That is this dude, and he goes right next to you. Let me grab an extra set of dice. So, for my game, we have an extra set of dice. We'll just use these. So with this guy,
you at least have another close combat.
Yep. So, what we do with him is when you roll, I believe it is companions, and let's actually go double check real quick. Companion.
Once per turn after you slay an adversary, you can pick another adversary that was adjacent to it and attack it with the same weapon. It must be in range of the weapon, and you do not need to spend a hero dice.
So you can walk him up here, and he can cleave from here into here, or here into there. Or it was adjacent to the adversary, or adjacent to the hero?
Adversary that was adjacent to it, and then you have to be in range with it.
So he can go here and attack that. He can kill that and attack that. Okay, during the quest, you may come a time when an unused hero joins the party as a companion. The rune-marked player takes their hero card and places it next to their own. After each of the other heroes have taken a turn, the rune-marked player takes a turn with the companion. After making the action roll, they must turn all but one of their dice to show a 1. After all, the companions are only minor players in this tale. Companions cannot use destiny dice, gain renown, or pick up treasure. At the end of the round, the companion is passed to the new rune-marked player along with the Rune of Tzeentch. If an unexpected event occurs or there is a respite, the companion is removed from play as they slip away to seek their own fate.
Yeah, that would make sense for him.
So
he's kind of the shady individual out of that
well,
entire
and
group.
he's like chaos, isn't he?
He's chaotic Bladeborn.
Yeah.
It's like that at least makes sense.
3, 4, 5.
2, 2, 3.
Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. More importantly,
So
you got to roll for him.
Oh, I do.
I
thought it was after.
No, you still roll when we make the action roll. You choose one to keep, and the rest become ones, which should be enough to start off, or to use his basic blade. But you might be able to get one use of, like...
Charge?
If we use your character as an example, we might get one use of Bedazzle. So, all the rest of the dice are ones. Hero... Yeah, okay. It just, I'm temporarily wounded. That's all the stun does for me.
Yeah.
Which is acceptable.
Nope, you can't charge.
Oh well. What does charge do?
Move and then make a weapon attack of your choice. So
he could use his broadsword big ability.
He charges in and slashes.
So, in case you guys didn't get a chance to see this guy. There's my Dark Oath Chieftain. As again, I haven't gotten around to painting this set. I'm a busy boy who doesn't like doing work.
It also doesn't help that we have so much other crap to paint.
True. I like miniatures, I just never find enough time in my day to paint them.
Like that Shadows of Brimstone, the new Shadows of Brimstone game that we got.
Yeah, I gotta paint that. That's coming up. That'll be coming up on the channel too, but let's not divulge or separate from far. So you would go first.
Yep.
Then I would. Then he would. So, and you have no sixes, and I have no sixes to give you. That's unfortunate. So I guess whatever you can use for fireballs, fireball away.
3.
Hey, that hits. For 3 wounds. He saves them all. Missed. You want to use something up there, use something up there. You're only going to get one of the 2, though. Hit. For 3. Saves 1, takes 2. Dies.
Yay!
Got your other wound back. Alright.
And that's all I can do, because I have 2s.
Okay. Well. I guess into that guy. Hit for 2 damage. Roll 2 dice to save. Takes 2 damage. I'll use the other one. Hits for 2 damage. Roll 2 dice to save. 5 plus he saves.
No.
For 4 damage. For 2 more damage. He needs to save. He needs to save both of these. He saves 1. That's dead. Oh shit! That's the sword and shield guy. He's at 5. God damn it! I forgot he has frackin' 7 wounds. Hit. Save these. If he saves both, or if doesn't save them, he's dead. Dead. Well, we got the beastly bitch out of the way. Do I just put more into him, or do I work on that guy? How fast does he move? He moves 3. I'll work on him. I'll put the last hit into him. Yeah. Missed. Bummer. Then it's his.
1, 2, 3.
And then have him just go in and get the big guy?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Then War Axe.
Miss.
War Axe.
Seriously, he needs a 2+ to hit.
Broadsword.
Hits.
That hit.
For how much damage?
D3.
For 2. 2 5+ is missed. That puts him to 4. I guess we'll just put 1s on there because he's going to heal 1.
Gotta warm these dice.
Apparently. I'm the Rune Mark. No, you're the Rune Mark player. So
currently-
who do you want to go first? The Thaumaturge or the Xenagorphs?
We'll just have the Xenagorphs go
We
first.
give you a d6 die roll.
1.
1. Who's the most wounded? Technically me with stunned. Oh, at the end of that turn that would end. Well, I'm actually not the most wounded. But I'm the closest, I guess.
You will
So-
better save.
He will get Savage Blade against me. 2 dice. Needs 3s to hit me. Misses both.
You can get a total of 3.
Roll 2 dice for the Thaumaturge. 7. Fire Blast.
Yeah, it's like, doesn't matter. He can see heroes.
Okay, if the Thaumaturge is not adjacent to heroes, he attacks the nearest one with Coruscating Flame. Capering Demons spring from the fire, set up pink horror adjacent to the hero if they suffer 3 wounds, a blue if they 2. And that otherwise, if he attacks each adjacent hero, he's adjacent. So he's going to kick both of us. 1 on me and 1 on him.
So we'll start with,
With him,
yeah, 2.
missed. He needs a 4+. And a 1. Miss. Her shitty dice are helping us! Yep, I get that, I get that, and I get those. Sweet.
You get to play with the new friend.
And we're going to end that episode right there, guys. So thank you guys for coming and checking this out. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope we're not boring you too much as we try and figure out some rules and when we're mistaken on them. If there is something that you want to comment, criticism, anything, put it in the comments down below. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that like. If for some reason you found this video and you're still not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And check out all the rest of the content that I have on there. If you like these board game playthroughs, I have more. And there's more to come. If there's something you're interested in seeing, please let me know. That's been this episode. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.